What's up, everybody? Hopefully all of you are doing well. Today we're going to be making a spinach and feta cheese frittata. This recipe is simple and easy to make for a crowd who has time to make individual omelets. Not us. Not today. Let's get into it. I'm going to start first with my roasted potatoes before I do the frittata because the frittata is not going to take that long. I'm just taking some golden potatoes, and these are all pretty much the same size. They're about the size of maybe a golf ball, and I'm just going to cut them into wedges, and we're going to roast them at 375 degrees with a little bit of olive oil, or you can use some bacon fat, some rendered bacon fat like I'm using here because I cooked some bacon earlier. I'm just going to season those up and let them roast for about 20 to 25 minutes. Remember, when you cut the potatoes smaller, that means they're going to cook that much faster. The recipe that we're doing today consists of 12 whole eggs, and I'm going to add about a tablespoon of seasoning. You can use any seasoning you want. I'm going to be using Grand Diamond all-purpose seasoning, about a tablespoon or so, and a half a cup of half and half. And of course, that is a quarter cup of milk and a quarter cup of heavy cream if you can't find the actual half and half. All right, so I'm just going to blend that together with my beaters, or you can put it in the blender if you'd like. Now I'm going to add my veggies. I decided to use some green onions, a little bit of kale, a cup of baby spinach, some fresh parsley, some feta cheese, of course, and then I also have some tomatoes and garlic that you will see in a minute. So we're just going to chop everything up nice and fine. And of course, you can use any type of veggies you want, whatever looks good in the store that day. I'm sure some of you are even thinking of some other things you can add or replace some of these ingredients. But that's the good thing about a frittata. You can switch up the ingredients to your desired taste. This isn't the first time we've made frittatas before. On my channel, I have a sausage, spinach, and mushroom frittata, which is really delicious for those of you who like a little meat in your frittata. And then I also have a spinach and artichoke quiche, which is the cousin to the frittata, and I'll put those links at the end of the video so you guys can check those out. To the egg mixture, I'm going to add the fresh parsley, tomatoes, and the feta cheese, and just let those hang out in the egg mixture while we saute the spinach, the kale, and the garlic and onions. I have a 12-inch skillet over about medium heat, and I have 2 tablespoons of butter and about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Now, the reason why I use the olive oil and the butter is because the olive oil has a higher burning point than the butter, and I don't want the butter to burn while I'm trying to saute the spinach and the kale, right? So I'm just going to drop those in and let those wilt, and then we're going to follow through with the onions and the garlic and just saute those up for about a minute. And those are done. But you do want to give the kale and the spinach a chance to wilt first. In the meantime, my golden potatoes are nice and brown and ready to go. I'm just going to keep those warm. And now I'm going to pour my egg mixture right into the hot pan. And again, this is a 12-inch pan. My other recipes call for a 10-inch. So you do want to be conscious of that because this frittata is going to be a little thinner because my pan is a little larger. So I'm just going to turn off the heat. And I'm just going to make sure that the ingredients that I have in the pan are nice and even, just spread out even over the pan. And then we're going to go into that same 375-degree oven for about 15 to 20 minutes, just until the eggs are set and the frittata is a little puffy. And after that, comes right out, it's ready to go. I'm just going to take my silicone spatula and run it around the edges just to loosen up the frittata. You don't have to use a non-stick pan. You can use cast iron if you like. Just make sure you oil it really well, of course, with the oil that we had in the recipe. And it should come out very easily, but loosen it up just to make sure so you don't have any parts of the frittata that sticks. It's absolutely ready to go. You can serve it immediately. This also reheats really well. So if you have leftovers, you can take them to work the next day, or you can even serve it with a salad and have it for dinner. Be sure and check the links below. You can get this recipe at gdseasoning.com. So after I was done making breakfast, my delivery came from HelloFresh. This video is done in collaboration with them, and they have a special offer that they wanted me to offer to you guys. Of course, HelloFresh is a meal kit delivery service that shops, plans, and delivers the meal kits straight to your door with the recipes. So in the box, in the insulated box, of course, with recyclable materials, you get the recipes with the pictures and the step-by-step instructions. Everything is wrapped. Your meal kits are on top, and below that, under another piece of cardboard on ice, is your fresh meats. So you would just take everything out, and you can get started with prepping and cooking anytime you're ready. In this particular delivery, I got pineapple pork chops with sugar snap peas and jasmine rice. I have the Juicy Lucy burger with tomato onion jam and arugula salad. And the last recipe was the creamy dill chicken with roasted potatoes and green beans. There are various menu selections that are flexible and convenient for you. One of the benefits to using this service is that the menus are geared towards getting you in and out of the kitchen in about 30 minutes. So all of the guesswork is completely removed. You already have your meals chosen. The ingredients come already portioned. You can just take them out, wash your produce that are in those packages, and then you can start prepping. This was that tomato onion jam, which had red onion, you had tomato, a little salt and pepper, sugar, and balsamic vinegar, just caramelized and just went great on the burger. The burger itself was basically a stuffed cheeseburger. Those are really easy to make. I've done those before on my channel also. And as long as you're following their recipes, you should be fine. This is especially good for a beginner cook who may not know where to start or how to do things. This is a great start to get you going in the kitchen, and then from here you can grow. This is my second collaboration with HelloFresh, and from my last collab, my sister started ordering from the company, and then every time my brothers find out I'm doing a collab with HelloFresh, they're like, let us know when you're done filming, okay? HelloFresh is offering $30 off your first week of orders. To take advantage of this special offer, just go to HelloFresh.com and enter the promo code CookingWithCarolyn30. Now it's time for some viewer shoutouts. This is when you guys make my recipes and then you send me pictures so that I can give you a shout out. First up, we have Carter Dorsey. This is his version of my seafood mac and cheese. And the reason why he's up here a second time is because when I put him in the last video, I kept saying she. Carter is a dude. And actually he does a fantastic job cooking, as you can see. I'm so sorry, Carter. Next up, I have Tanya Moore, who made my German chocolate cake, but instead of using the frosting on the outside, she used it in between the layers, and she took my chocolate buttercream and decorated the exterior of the cake and decorated on top. Great job, Tanya. She let me know she is getting into baking. T. Renee Kerr made my caramel pecan pound cake, which looks absolutely awesome. And Julia Mathis Floyd made my red velvet pound cake, and you guys are making me so proud. That looks absolutely delicious. Thank you guys so much for joining me. You know I appreciate it when you come cook with me and hang out. Don't forget this recipe and others can be found at gdseasoning.com. The links will be below, and I'll see you next time.